Ladies and gentlemen, as I make this video, I'm probably making this video before Demon Slayer has came out. The movie, that is, I'm talking about the movie. And when it comes to the Castle movie, I'm probably going to release this the day of, if not the week after. Not only just for rights, I'm also trying to, do you a service and not seeing spoilers and whatnot. But the point of this video is very straightforward and simple. Should you watch this movie or not? I've been working on this one for quite some time, and of course it's not a full review, but I am going to talk about a couple of things of the movie. And I'm going to give you the final answer, is it worth your money to go in theaters and watch it? Now, to give you the summary of the movie, as you know, if you watch the end of the last season, this is the Infinite Castle portion. In other words, it is the final part of Demon Slayer, split into 3 movies, a trilogy if you would. And this is the first movie that is canon to the story. Now, as you know, there's technically 5, but really 4 big demons left. Therefore, the 3 movies are split into who is going to fight who within which movie. So within this movie, you'll see Upper Moon 6, Upper Moon 3, and the start of Upper Moon 2. Now, there is a very large amount of fighting within this first part, which I love a lot. Matter of fact, we have seen Upper Moon 2 and 3 multiple times within the series. When it comes to Upper Moon 3 Akaza, we had that amazing fight within the previous movie. You know what I'm talking about. Upper Moon 2, we have seen him a few times, but this is the first time we got to see him fight at all. And when it comes to Upper Moon 6, he has been referenced before, however, we never really saw him. So to put the amount of action that we have for these 3 fights within the same movie is perfectly fine. And to predict the next movie, I'm fairly sure we see the completion of Upper Moon 2 and the beginning of Upper Moon 1. But without jumping too far ahead, you really have these 3 fights within this movie. Now, I have to point this out too. This is a very heavy action movie. You do have a small amount of emotional parts specifically for the demons, but it doesn't really hit if you're looking for that. But if you're here to see some amazing animation that Ufotable always provides, then this is your pick. In my personal opinion, I absolutely adore the art that they showed within this movie. You have to realize that this is all within the same castle, and sometimes things look very samey. But they do a very good job, not only with each breather's abilities, but with the camera work to make sure you can tell this fight is this and this fight is that. You'll always know which part is about to clip to next and who's fighting, even though the background looks very similar. I also want to point out that I adore the voice acting. I'm not one of those people to say that you have to watch something in sub or dub. I'm just not that. But because I have seen both, this feels very great from the voice actors. Every voice is played out very well, and everything seems very clear where the music does not overcome any situation. But look, I'm not going to sit here and close my eyes to what I did see. Not only there was a lack of emotion when it comes to movies, mainly because of this being the first movie, you'll also quickly realize that this is a very hard cliffhanger. I mean, the movie is like 2 hours long. You'll get your time, but you'll be so invested and suddenly you're like, okay, here's the next fight, and it just stops. This is going to happen again because of the next movie as well. It's hard to say it's a bad thing. For some people that want to see the full trilogy, you may want to wait about 2 years. But please be prepared because you'll just suddenly realize it's done, that's it. And this is something that really comes from an anime fan. You have to realize you're not going to get everything at once. And when it comes to these movies, we may revisit it and say, oh, hey, all 3 of them that continuously flew into one another were great. But it is simply not that time yet. So again, this is a quick synopsis, but if you're asking me, should you spend your money to go in theaters and watch this movie? I'm gonna have to hit you with yes. I was just about to say no, I'm not gonna cap with you. But when you look at what you got provided within this movie, you know there's something else coming out. And most of the time, you may go to see a movie not knowing if there's going to be a sequel afterwards or after the end credits. It just so happens you know that's gonna happen for Demon Slayer. Now again, because it's not a complete story, you want to finish this later on. Maybe we'll come back to it within a couple years. But what you get for animation and impact and just telling the story of what you get within this 2 hours, it's very great. I'd even argue that the animation is a little bit better than the other movie. Now, if you are one of those picky people, you may be looking at like, whoa, this is a weird part, maybe CGI or something. But let's be honest, you're here and you're paying for a 2-hour show, you're not really going to be that picky. It doesn't stand out that much. So yeah, it is most likely worth your time and money. I'm not saying you should just drop everything you're doing and get out there and pay it now, But if you got it and you're looking for a nice anime movie, this is a nice pick. Now again, this is not a full video at all. I do want to go ahead and jump into that if you guys want to see it. So let's just say if I hit, I don't know, maybe 2K or something like that, we'll do a full review of the movie. But otherwise, that's all I got for you. Let me know what you guys think of the movie if you go see it in the comments down below. Happy Demon Slayer Day, week, movie release, whatever, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.